Hey, Leo Drager here. I want to cover installing syslog. I always like to kind of do everything on Unix and in Windows just to kind of show you how things differ. So we're going to open up a terminal here, and we're going to type in apt-get install syslog-ng. And it's going to go through and says, the following extra packages will be installed, syslog-ng. Or R syslogs was actually going to be removed. 0 upgraded, 9 newly installed, 1 to remove, etc., etc. Do you want to continue? We're going to do yes. And it's going to go out and get the appropriate packages. This may take a little bit for it to go through. It's going to go get the different requests out here, go to each one of those, download those, then it's going to unzip them, stop any services that need to be stopped. So in this case, since we're removing our syslog daemon, it stopped that service. Install all of your help files and man pages. And then process the triggers. Processing triggers always tends to take a little bit to set up. So, but as you can see, as an automated script, relatively this is straightforward and relatively easy. Just type syslog-ng rather than syslog. So here it's downloading the packages. It unpacks them. It selects those. It sets them up accordingly. And again, just let the script run. All right, now you can see we set up a couple different components. So it looked like we stopped some services. Now we're setting up the syslog-ng service version 3.3.5 TAC4, and then done. And effectively, that's it. And so now you can basically do, well, let's say, okay, well, where did it install it? Okay, so let's do a locate syslog. Okay, and right off the bat, you can see we have etc syslog. Now, here's the remote syslog configuration. It's very much similar in syslog to configure the configuration file. You can see some other components, some RC files in etc. You've got some user includes, some different packages here, some help files, some library packages, some Perl components, some Python components, some Ruby components, and then user share documentation. Okay, so hey, if you want to read the documentation, you can find that in user share doc. All right, some Metasploit components, and some additional D packages or libraries, which is another installer. Okay, so you can do a man syslog. All right, we got close syslog, open log, syslog, send message to the system logger. The description of this, let's see, open log, and it's going to go through each one. So open log opens a connection to the system logger for a program. The string points by etc. 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 Syslog generates a log message, will be distributed by system. Actually, that's going to go on UDP, more than likely UDP 514 is the port. You can go read any additional options that you have down here or anything that you would be interested in, and then also some of the components in the format. So you have your authorization logs, your cron or your scheduling of events, the server components, FTP components, mail, news, syslog, user, and then level. This determines the importance of the message. Levels for each alert. So you got an emergency alert, critical, error, warning, notice, information. Very, very similar to what you would see in the Windows side of things. And that's basically it. That's an overview of how to install syslog. Okay. So if we do syslog-ng, or actually r syslog. Okay. Actually, it's not r syslog. What I'll do is I'll cover the actual running of the application in another video. I just wanted to show you the install at this point so you can get it set up, and then we'll cover the configuration of syslog in another video. Thanks for watching. My name's Leo Drager, and don't forget to chat in the discussions and in the forums, and I'll see you in the next video.